Hello everyone and welcome to Go4Evolve number 41. This is the finals. We have a TPA Bugsy Bot going into match number 1 on his side, but it is currently match number 4 overall. We are looking at the current setup. We have with me Grizzle Marine, of course, as you saw on the previous screen, his name down in the bottom right-hand corner. We see actually we have a Kraken band followed by a Torvald band, Hyde pick, Jack band, Griffin pick, Sunny band, Hank pick, Kyra is picked because Val was banned, and then we look at the picks. We have Bugsy, of course, going with Bob the Behemoth, Bob the Boulder, Bob the Demonstration Ball. He came in like a wrecking ball, wreaking havoc across all the hunters across the land. And with me, of course, is going to be Grizzle Marine. We are going rematch into the lobby because it was actually a restart, which is just due to some issues in regards to the disconnect. We had a weird crash, so the teams agreed on a restart because ability points were spent. So, just to bring you guys up to speed, that's where we're at. That's everything you need to know going forward, and the picks and bans that were done. That is, of course, the TGO rule set for picks and bans, so that'll take care of that. If you have any questions, go back and watch match number 1. You missed it if you missed that introduction. But with us is Grizzle Marine. Woo! Speedrun.
Hello, everyone.
Not as fast as last time, though.
Yeah, we already said this. Alex just doesn't breathe when he casts. Like he has no concept of taking in oxygen into his lungs. Like I think he's some sort of alien, just casting
lungs?
Machine, just casting machine right here.
Lungs exist? What are these things? What is a lung?
What are those?
So yeah, we're going into game now. We have Bugsy, a Bob the Behemoth. Before we switch, let's just take a look at the skill build. We have a 1 tongue, 1 fissure, 1 rockwell. Perk-wise, again, everything's the exact same as it was. You and the VODs wouldn't have seen this, though. We have a climb speed on Bob, which is just to help him ledge up and grab, but it does break everyone's mind that climb speed is the legitimacy and what makes Bob viable, is that pick. And we have jetpack recharge, reload, capacity, and again, jetpack recharge on LV as well. Again, all that kind of makes sense. But yeah, so let's get into and let's see what's coming up from this Hunter team as they're going to be dealing forward, dropping in from the dropship, bringing it down forward. I'm excited to see what JSMS does against Bob this game.
I'm actually interested to see also what if Bugsy plays it any differently than he did there. He probably might. I mean, he probably thought, well, okay, I did get a sort of a second chance here. Maybe I'll play it differently. I mean, I think there he did play it as best he could. I mean, the problem with me, I think fair play to him is a ballsy play taking Behemoth because it is one monster we do not. Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun. And it's one thing we don't get to see a lot. We don't get to see. It's one thing we don't get to see a lot in any sort of pro play of Evolve. So it is really good to see Bob being used. And for those of you who don't know, Bob can be used very powerful, and Bugsy has pulled off wonders with Bob before. So we're going to see how he plays this out. I mean, he seems to be doing a lot better than he did staging up last time anyway. He seems to have decent distance, and he's getting ready for stage 2. He's probably going to have a stage 1 engagement, but he needs to make sure that he has sort of a good place to mitigate. Otherwise, problem with Bob, he's he's not fat, it's just big bones, but either way, he's such a big target. It's very, very hard to avoid taking damage.
He went on a diet, just ate a little bit too much magma the other day. Now he's glowing.
Yeah, you know, as you do.
They say you are what you eat. I ate a mountain. But yeah, so this is Bob. He just came in. He's just balling around, being a baller for sure. He's, just having fun, rolling around, having a good time, and suddenly hunters arrive on his planet being all like, yo, we're going to shoot you now. He's like, what up? I just want to chill out. He's like, nope, I'm just going to roll away.
Well, Bugsy is ready for that stage, so I'm sure he's feeling a lot better than he was before, and I would have thought maybe he'll go straight for the stage, I'm not sure. If he does, then it's almost guaranteed that they will trap him because, you got ready, and the good thing is you can catch up with him quite easily, but I'm not sure where Bugsy's going with this. I mean, he does seem to be going down, is this Raceway? I'm not sure. No,
he went through Raceway, and now he's at this area down here, the southern region.
Yeah. So he has gone for stage 2.
This is a good area for the Hunter team to fight in, though, if they're able to catch this. Toxic Grenade's toss doesn't quite connect. He gets a little bit high, doesn't quite make it all the way. Tentuki's running up, trying to see if he can make it at 1 point lava, 2 fissure, 2 rock. Looking to see what he can get. Bugsy trying to stealth his way past. But if we take a look over at LV in a moment, we'll see her positioning as she's trying to cut across as she's getting slowed down by that Armadon. She's not going to be able to catch the Bugsy Bob. As Bob the Boulder's just rolling on through the Raceway, just trying to get his way and get as much distance as possible from JSMS's LV.
Surprisingly, I thought there was going to be a guaranteed dome there, but nope, seems that LV did not get that, so Bugsy is going to be able to get some armor on, and then is going to be in a very good position to go in for a stage 2 engagement. As you can clearly see, just after the game restart, the tides are a lot different than the last game. Now, he definitely knows where LV is, so he's going to make sure that he keeps mitigating backwards and keeps making her run back and forth, because that's one thing you can do as Monster, and it can be very frustrating for a trapper because you've got to watch out for where they're going to exit that sort of area of the map. But Bugsy's probably going to get as much armor, he's got pretty much next to full armor, and he's going to probably get as much towards stage 3 as possible. Throwing down that rock wall, going to avoid taking damage. Nice little advantage you can get with Behemoth, and can slow down the Hunters a huge amount, as you can see there. Hyde trying to get through, sort of smelling his own farts.
Yeah, and he's just, no one enjoys those farts. Just a good old Wario fart, as the Armadon's even being like, you know, Bob, run, I'll cover your back. We don't want him catching up to you and farting on you. It's the worst thing in the world. So he's just going to roll around. He's going to build up his stamina meter at this point. Like you're seeing right now, he climbed up at the top just to get some vision on what's happening behind him. So that was a nice play there. Tentuki's going to be interrupting his meat, so he's not going to be full evolve meter, but at this point they haven't been able to get any domes, which means no health damage, which is putting Bob in such a great position for him to roll across the acid, get a little bit more distance, and fill his evolve meter. Once he has that full, he'll be stage 3 with full health, which is definitely a much better position than what we saw in the restarted game. So Bugsy's going to be happy with this return.
Most definitely. I'm really interested to see how he now plays.
Oh, yeah, LV!
Dome just comes down. Beautiful dome. Just literally got him in. Like, oh, I thought it was going to be just a clip, but did in fact engage. Beautiful little dome there. Now,
LV, a great job.
Now, Bob's got a nice little pillar there he can walk around, so we're going to have to see how much damage the Hunters are going to get down on Bugsy here. But I think Bugsy's going to plan to do the classic sort of bring them in with a tongue grab, and then he's going to try and do as much damage as possible. But rock walling 2 at once, that is just beautiful. Do a lot of damage, but it does seem that Kyra's going to heal them up pretty well.
Look at this dome. This is basically a perfect place for the Hunter team and how they position it. LV, great job on this dome because he can't wall off either side. He's locked in at this point. And they grabbed him right on the edge of it. A perfect play by LV, locking him in like that. Being able to make it. She did such a wonderful job pushing that forward. You see the tongue grab being done, and they're just doing everything they can to mitigate and protect themselves from that tongue grab fissure rock wall combo. Plus the stealth bounce afterwards. But going forward, they are just now breaking armor. Monster armor is now destroyed. Even Kyra's on offense. It's raining Serperu as he's just doing everything possible. Rockwell throwing it behind to keep him off pursuit. They're going to be looking to break through around. They're going to go up top and get some quick meets in Bugsy. That way he's going to get slowed down a little bit. But the harpoons will be coming out in just a second. Here it comes. Here comes Gosen for the SMG damage instead. But Bugsy is on the run, and from this, our teammates are just now starting to break armor. And health damage is now in effect.
Just makes me think whether I think it just the way Bugsy plays, especially at the stage 2 dome. I think he's definitely more comfortable at a stage 3 Bob, or at least that's what he feels. I think he's then going to definitely look for a place. As soon as he hits stage 3, he's going to want to try and find a place where he's going to feel comfortable. Probably going to use a lot of lava bomb, because one thing that can be absolutely devastating for the Hunters, especially when the whole ground area is just taken up by lava, and you're going to be taking damage pretty much anywhere you stand. And obviously Bugsy and his climb speed is a really interesting comp. And but anyway, he's not quite ready for stage 3, so I just wonder whether he's still going to go in for a stage 2 fight, or, as I said, probably going to try and avoid it, try and look for stage 3, because I think that's what he's going to feel most comfortable with.
It'll be interesting to see what he does at this point. He looks like he's just trying to do like a quick evolve meter, trying to get it up as quick as possible to get as much meat in his system as possible. And he needs to keep that glowing orb afloat. And he's just going to keep digest. Oh, LV! No, wait, what?
No! No, literally.
It cut him in half?
Edge, that is just... It is so great. I mean,
it actually popped up too. Monster captured.
Seriously? Oh, wow.
He was that close on the dome.
That's how close some domes are in this situation. You get surprised, you know, a lot of people, when the new dome came in, where it was just basically an insta dome as opposed to how it used to be, where it was a few seconds. You'd be surprised how many trappers still miss the dome. Like, you know, I mean, we've seen quite a lot, you know, through the last day or so.
Well, now they're doing edge grabbing with the dome, something you wouldn't have even tried attempting before.
It's just literally where the monster has the decision to whether stay in the dome or even go out, which most of the time they will just go out the dome because not necessarily need to go into for the fight. But Bugsy is pretty much ready for stage 3, so I don't know whether I mean, he knows that the dome's just being used, so I would think the smart decision here would be to roll away, get that stage 3, which I think he's probably going to do, throwing down the rock wall. Yeah, he's going to go away, he's going to stage up, and then they're going to go in for the final fight, and we get to see Bugsy Bob at his full power.
And LV, that's the reason why I put the rock wall, was to stop LV from being able to throw in those harpoons, slowing him down, forcing LV to go around the other side, which makes it impossible for him to run away. But in this case, he is stage ready, he has the distance, and he has the time to do it. They're going to be trying to keep up, but they're not going to be able to.
Yeah, definitely going to be a stage, and the dome won't be quite ready, and even if it does, I mean, I think he'll probably just have enough time to be able to maybe get some armor on. But we have got LV moving in here. It'd be nice if they actually added a feature where you could see how long the cooldown, but never mind, we can see the cooldown has been finished and the dome has been thrown down. So now it is a situation where, although Bugsy does have a little bit of armor and full health, they are going to melt through that health quickly, so Bugsy's going to need to play this carefully and make sure that he does get some penalties down in this fight.
They're at health damage already, though. They're already melting through Bob, dealing all damage. Here comes the Orbital Barrage, going to be dropping a 1, 2, 3 blast coming in, exploding right on his back, dealing lots of damage. We have Tentuki already dealing damage. LV is just the focus target. He wants out. He wants freedom. Free Bob. Free Bob. Bob the Boulder is trying to get anything he can. LV's getting stealth bounce. Everything's done. Heal Burst is being used by Cerberus. Trying to get LV, though. LV's the only one left. And down goes LV, so Bob is now free. He's on the run. Throws up the rock wall. It's just Tentuki now as he's getting shot from the high ground by Jesus. Jesus is making sure to rain hellfire from the sky as Tentuki's dealing more and more damage. Trying to get it. Tongue grabs used. Here comes the fissure combo. Really wants that corpse down. Trying to get rid of LV. Needs to make sure that he has freedom to leave when he wants. Burn is used. Needs to keep it down, but Cerberus is just keeping that corpse afloat by ranged heal grenades. Just doing what he can. Going to be throwing it backwards. Tongue grab being used to disjoint the resurrection. Tentuki's going in for the pickup and not quite able to get it. Shield being used on LV. LV is just barely sitting down and close. Pistol shot coming in. The Lava Surge is used on that body to keep it up. Cerberus on the other side of the wall, though. Going to be keeping it up. Here comes the fissure, though. Going to be looking at both Jesus and LV. Doesn't quite hit LV, though. Just barely missing. Here comes the Lava Surge on the corpse. Connects on Tentuki, Jesus, and everything. Here comes the Orbital, though. Dropping in a couple blasts. Goes in backwards. Cerberus going for the pickup. Not quite able to get it. Down goes Jesus and Tentuki. Both of them are ground. It's just Subaru. Bugsy turning it around. Bugsy going up against Cerberus. Rockwall thrown in. Connects on Cerberus. Bounces him up. Accelerated, though. Goes for the pickup. Here comes the fissure. Going in for the Cerberus. Chasing him down. Doesn't quite connect. Cerberus accelerating. Tongue grab picks him up. And he's going to get pulled into the acid and rolled all over.
Bob wins!
Bob wins!
Bob wins!
Bob wins.
Bob wins.
Bob wins.
Bob wins.
Come on, do it for one more time.
Bob wins.
A little louder for everyone.
Bob wins!
Yeah, buddy. Bob wins.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, Bugsy. 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 Bugsy.
He's just the behemoth master. The Bob master.
The Bob
Bugsy.
Master.
Bob wins.
Bob wins. That's all it's Bugsy Bob the Boulder dashed through the hunters and bashed them into submission. See what you did to Grizzle? Look at him. Look what you did to him, Bugsy. He's just sitting there just like...
Just contemplating life, you know.
Yeah. Bob wins.
Bob wins. Most definitely. Fantastic plays. He's got them in that right situation.
For the meantime, we're looking at that. More games to come. This is only match number 1 of Bugsy, which we don't even know what's coming. It could be more Bob. Who knows?
I see more. Definitely take that clip it of you saying Bob wins constantly and just put it overlay on your stream whenever that happens.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. They're going to discuss it. But in the meantime, guys, stay awesome, stay frosty, and we'll have more games coming at you, so stay tuned. If you're in the playlist, keep checking that out. It is currently a 2-2 score in a best of 7, so it's first of 4 wins.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.